Honestly, I don't even know what to say. Just still in awe, and now that it's here, it's going to be a fun night. But I don't think I've been this nervous in a long time.
Do you think it's, Doug, you mentioned you were passed over in the draft. Ed was never drafted at all, but you're involved in junior hockey now. Is it still possible to do what you guys did to get into the league?
Well, for sure. There's a lot of guys in our league right now that are playing and that don't get drafted and end up signing as a free agent or what it might be. So junior still, it's a quick career, but it's still a long career, 3 to 4 years, and keep working hard and develop each and every year.
Do you think the hunger is still there? Again, you deal with kids, and you were defined by the hunger that you had. Ed was defined by the hunger he had to compete. You deal with kids now. Do you still see that level of hunger in kids? Yeah,
well, the game's changed a lot too in this, our league especially, as far as the OHL. We're trying to change. Mr. Branch is doing a great job on eliminating headshots and some bad things about the game. This is a new game, and the skill that's involved now, the guys are fast. They're not necessarily bigger, but it's just it's changed, and you do see a lot of kids with a lot of energy, and they become your favorite players.
Yeah, but
Doug, what did the Maple Leaf years mean to you, and what does it mean to you going in with former Leafs Joe Nieuwendyk and Ed Belfour as well?
Well, again, this is my longest-standing team, and this is what I still call home. So my years in Toronto were just, again, I can't say enough about the management, the ownership, my teammates, and the runs that we had. And again, none of this is possible without them.
And going in with Joe and Ed?
Going in with Joe and Ed is just great. Like Eddie, I only played one game with, but believe me, he was a competitor. I was in that crease a couple times, and sometimes I shouldn't have been there. So as far as Joe, I've known Joe a while, and again, he's a great power play guy, power forward. He can kill penalties. He can do everything. So again, just having the opportunity to get to know him, and again, what I said earlier, just a great guy.
Do you get a sense this means something to the fans? Because obviously it's been a long drought, Stanley Cup-wise, but have 3 Maple Leafs going in on the same night.
Yeah, well, again, the fans here have been great through my career, and you play for them. It's amazing when you go out on the ice, and as we did the other night on a Saturday night, and part of your getting ready, mentally ready for a game, and going out on that ice and seeing the fans into it and their reaction, believe me, it gets you motivated, and that's the closest we're ever going to get again to that. But it's just great, and I say thank you to all of them for all the support.
Ring feels good?
Ring feels good.
Back to Toronto in terms of the buzz that was in the city when you were playing here. What do you remember most about that?
Just I guess the aura around Maple Leaf Gardens alone, the excitement when people were coming to the games, and again, we felt that energy. We're in the dressing room, and we'd come out to start the game, and the atmosphere was just amazing. It's hard to explain. It was a different feel from, obviously I never came back to play with the Leafs at the ACC, but that building was electric.
Was that there from the start of your tenure there, or is it something that gradually built up again as you guys started to have more success?
No, just I felt it was there the whole time. I joined the team for, I guess, 3.5 months, and where I think we were 4 or 5 points short of the playoffs at that time. So we just felt that we were going the right direction, and with a couple changes here and there, obviously Cliff bringing Pat Burns in as our kind of leader and director, it was a fun ride, and again, those coaching staff that we had there with Mike Kitchen and Mike Murphy and Pat each and every night, we knew we had to compete, and that's what he implemented into our system, and again, that whole list of the guys on that hockey club, everybody had a big part of that team.
Doug, you look at this group, the 4 of you, 2 of you weren't drafted, a couple of college guys, you're a late drafted. What does it say about this group going into all this year?
Well, just I guess kind of you hope you get that chance, and it's timing. None of this is you can achieve by yourself to start with. So again, all the people along the ways, whether it's management, your teammates, and the fan support that you have, and the family support. So just kind of believe and keep on trying.
What's the one thing that got you here? the one thing that you know is yours and no one can take away from you? What's the one thing that got you?
Well, that's kind of part of my speech tonight, but you know what? It's people said that I was too small. You'll never have a chance. I got to say thank you, because if it wasn't for them saying that, I wouldn't, maybe not have worked as hard as I had to. There you go.
Is the one guy that you're going to probably maybe miss the most that's not here tonight is going to be Pat Burns?
Yeah, again, that's going to kind of go into my speech, but yeah, he again, you know, obviously our friendship and you know, the battle that he went through, and he was a warrior. And again, when I was playing here and you didn't play well, he had that intimidation factor that he'd walk in and he would scare me. And he knew, because he always said, look in the mirror, don't lie to yourself. So we knew if we didn't play well, he didn't have to say too much. He'd just look at me and I said, I know, I'll be better next game.
Is there a young player maybe reminds you of you, somebody you like watching? Do you watch the NHL?
I just watch everybody. You know, a player that I like the way Mike Richards plays. So again, I'm sure there's a lot more, but there's so much talent in this league now, and it's a great game, and I'm a big fan.